so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does the star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Please be seated for the words of inspiration delivered by Edward L. Glotzbach, a member of the Board of Trustees.
Good morning to you all on this most special of days. I'm really fortunate to be able to offer a few words and thoughts as we begin this ceremony. In a brief couple of minutes, perhaps I can share some things that matter to me and perhaps might matter to you as well. I'd like to speak about amazing gifts, about lessons learned, and about the great challenge. None of us have gotten to this point in our lives without having been given many helpful and meaningful gifts. Gifts from parents, friends, these faculty members behind me, and their colleagues worldwide in the Webster family, and others as well. Gifts of intellect, talent, sacrifice, belief in us as individuals, and the gifts of those who lifted our spirits at various points in our lives when we needed it most. So not today, because today is for celebrating, and not tomorrow for the same reason. But perhaps on Monday, may I ask you to find a quiet place and think about those who have given you life-changing gifts. Do something very old tech. Sit down, write them a heartfelt note, and tell them how much their gifts have mattered to you on your journey. Now about the lessons learned. I've kept a small notebook for decades. You might want to think about doing the same. And in it I write the lessons that life has taught me so I don't forget them. I'll share a few of those. First, we become what we think about and what we spend our time focusing on. There is really no such thing as an idle thought. Think carefully, always. Second, my proudest and most significant accomplishments were achieved through being a member of a great team. Great teams accomplish so much. Find great teams to play on, and strive always to be a value-added team member. Third, few things will have as much positive impact on your life as persistence. Do not give up when things don't go your way or when they don't work out as you know they can. Have the faith in yourself to persist. Fourth, trust your intuition. Many of my life's mistakes resulted from not listening to my intuition when it was screaming at me. Some of the best things that have happened to me resulted from my listening to that still, small voice within. Henceforth, when you are faced with an important decision, find a quiet place, take a few deep breaths, and listen to that sixth sense within yourself. It will not lead you astray. And fifth, challenge yourself constantly with new thoughts, new ideas, and new perspectives different from your own. New and exciting doors will open for you if you do. And now about that great challenge, which is, how do we make the world a better place and improve the lives of others? Remember, I started with the gifts we've all been given. I am absolutely convinced that our particular talents and gifts are given to us so that we can use them to make things better for others. Whether confronting the issues we have right here in St. Louis or those issues in the wider world, we are called to apply what we've been given to improve things and make a difference. Please think hard each day about how you can make a difference, and then set about to do that. Without wanting to sound dramatic, that really is the hope of mankind, that you and I will apply ourselves so that we leave things better than we found them. Allow me to close with my favorite quote from an author named Richard Bach that has made an enormous difference in my own life. That quote is, "Argue for your limitations, and sure enough, they're yours." Please think really, really hard about this in your own life. Never argue for your limitations. Rather, argue for what you can accomplish and for your potential. It will make all the difference. Congratulations to you all for what you have already accomplished and for what you will accomplish in your lives. We all celebrate with you. Be sure and treasure this day. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Elizabeth J. Strobel, President of Webster University.
Good morning. Well, thank you, Trustee Glotzbach, for inspiring words. It is today, indeed, an occasion to celebrate talents and gifts and to focus on the great potential that we all have, but particularly the potential of these bright students who have caused us to gather here today. Good morning, graduates. We are so happy for you. We have assembled here today in your honor. Think of all the people that are assembled around you today. You're going to see friends and faculty members, Webster University faculty, administrators, staff members, Board of Trustees members. All of us are here graduates because we're vested in your success and we're beaming with pride over all that you have accomplished during your time with us here at Webster. Together, we are marking a monumental day in your life. And it is a day that you will not forget. We've designed it to be that. And you have designed it to be that. It's a day where you claim your own personal history and in Webster's history, a moment that will not come again. Whether we're talking about Webster's 100 years and the fact that this is the centennial year commencement, or we're talking about, thank you. Or we're talking about a day that is special and personal to you, the day you completed the degree that you set your heart and mind to. So on behalf of the Board of Trustees and the entire Webster University community, I welcome everyone here that's assembled to the 96th Webster University Commencement. It is a great day for Webster. Well, this year our commencement is truly historic. As I said before, we celebrate 100 years of educating students. It was back in 1915 that the Sisters of Loretto founded what became Webster University. Think about that, 1915. Webster had 5 students. Today, we have almost 20,000 students around the world. And with the graduating classes today, our alumni number is an all-time high, 176,000 graduates from Webster University who are our alums, and we're proud of every one of them. And this class, all of you. You are as diverse as any graduating class we have ever enjoyed. And it's a commencement tradition that at this point in the ceremony, I get to highlight some of the demographics about the graduating class, and I'm going to mention just a few. This year, we have 6,500 individuals completing a Webster University degree in 2015. So here's what we know about those 6,500. 110 countries are represented by those 6,500 graduates. 49 U.S. states, plus the District of Columbia, Puerto Rico, and the U.S. Virgin Islands. Only Wyoming, which is my native state, is not represented. 66 of our graduates are stationed overseas with the U.S. military. We honor their service. 38 staff members, 34 children or spouses of staff members are graduating this year, and the age range is enormous. Our oldest graduate today is 83 years old. That individual is finishing his sequential MA in Management and Leadership right here from the Webster Groves campus. Our youngest, 20, earning a BA in Management from the Thailand campus. Remarkable in both ways, isn't it? And of course, this class, like all the classes at Webster, is academically impressive. 184 individuals are graduating with undergraduate academic honors, and 46 will graduate summa cum laude, the highest honor at an academic level. What a terrific class you are. I want to say thank you and welcome to families, friends, supporters of our graduates. We know, all of us who have done college work, that without family and friends and supporters' encouragement, we don't accomplish the goals that we set for ourselves. And I welcome our Board of Trustees, our administrators, our faculty members who are with us on stage, and all the staff members who have helped us host this grand event and who have helped to make Graduates Your Day possible by being there for you every step of the way. We have a special year this year, 5 honorary degree recipients. And I'm glad to say to all 5 of them, welcome home. Webster is your home. Welcome home to Jenifer Lewis, an alumna from 1979, born right here. We know her as a St. Louisan, but we also know her as someone who went on to receive national acclaim as an actress, singer, and community activist. Well, all of us at Webster know that this has been a particularly special year as we have celebrated this 100 years, and in that spirit, in addition to Jenifer Lewis, we will recognize 4 other individuals for their distinguished contributions to Webster, to our communities, to their professions, and to their world. They are Sister Barbara Ann Barbado, who joined our faculty at Webster in 1963, and she will receive the Doctor of Pedagogy for her lifelong work as an educator. Dwight Bidekoffer, alumnus from 1978, will receive the Doctor of Letters for co-founding the Webster Kirkwood Times and his work as an award-winning journalist. Helen Hagen, an alumna with 2 degrees, one in 1944 and one in 1982. Remarkable, isn't it? Helen will receive the Doctor of Humanities. She co-founded the St. Louis PBS station KETC-TV, which has had such a major impact on our community over the years, and she is a successful producer and community advocate. Sanford J. Sandy Zimmerman will receive the Doctor of Laws in recognition of his work as the chair of Webster's first lay board, 1967. What a long and distinguished history Webster has enjoyed with Sandy Zimmerman, and he came to us at a pivotal time in Webster's history. He made us what we are in many ways, and we are grateful for his continued guidance and his generosity. Sandy Zimmerman. These 5 honorees, and you'll hear more about them in a few minutes, represent important parts of Webster's history. Their work is symbolic of Webster's mission, and their legacy is as evident today as it was during the time when they walked with us as students or alums or as a board chair. Well, one day, graduates, those of you who are earning degrees today, you will likewise return, because you will have reason to come back to Webster. We want you to have reason to come back to Webster. And today, we're celebrating your accomplishments to date, but we're also celebrating the potential and what you know you will do in the future. So one of the centennial moments in this very special commencement is that we're going to celebrate the graduates in song, a new alma mater. Because it's a centennial year, we held a contest, and we invited faculty, staff, students, and alumni to write a new alma mater that better represented Webster University in the 21st century. The alma mater contest was led by Department of Music Chair Jeffrey Carter, and we had many submissions. After reviewing those submissions and the finalists, Provost Schuster, other senior academic leaders, student leaders, and I selected the winning composition, which you're going to hear today for the very first time. It has a great name, Webster You Are Our Home. It was based on not only the high quality of the music and the composition, but how inclusive it is. It lets all of us hear this song and sing this song and believe it's about the home we know at Webster. And so on behalf of the Centennial Committee and the thousands of us who are here today for this song's debut, I want to congratulate the composer, Christopher Petz, class of 2016, for this new alma mater. Christopher, thank you. At this moment, I ask that we stand as we hear the alma mater, Webster You Are Our Home.
We hold you dear and close to our hearts, with strength and pride and wisdom to impart. We are found and bound by our diverse community. Webster, you are our home. May laughter always be found within these halls. May success and achievement be forged within these walls. May you make every dream a new reality.
You may be seated. Thank you. Isn't that a perfect gift that Christopher Pepps gave us? Webster, you are our home. In so many ways, graduates, we are marking history in your individual lives and in Webster's history. We know you've studied and worked hard. And we know in many ways this is an end of something, but clearly it's also the beginning of something more. I want to welcome my colleague and my partner in leadership for Webster University, our Chief Academic Officer and our Chief Operating Officer, Provost Julian Schuster.
Thank you, President Strobel. Graduates, today is but one day. One day in your lives. One day in this academic year at Webster. One day in the 100 years of Webster's existence. In fact, if we start on the day the Webster Hall cornerstone was laid in November 1915, and if my math is correct, and those people who know me, they know that my math is always correct, today is the day 36,350 in the life of the Webster University. So what is a big deal about today? Of course, today is a big deal. Today is a day that stands out for you, for your families and friends, for Webster faculty, staff, and administration. Today is a day that will endure in our memories because it is an important milestone in your lives and in the life of this great, great institution. There are other symbols of endurance surrounding us. Flags, representing the endurance of political spirits of people around the world. Regalia, worn by faculty and graduates, representing centuries of academic custom and culture. And the mace. The mace standing in front of us on the stage today is a new Webster mace, created especially for this centennial year. The mace in academia is the ceremonial staff leading the faculty procession. The new Webster mace is crafted from mahogany and from the tulip poplar wood, taken from the centennial tree from the main campus. It has the seal of Webster University and centennial seal. It will endure and stand before decades of graduates in the second century of Webster University. While these physical artifacts will endure, I know that what will endure for you after this day are those intangible experiences. Friendships you have made, memories of other countries you have visited, languages you have learned, knowledge and skills that you have acquired, leadership that you have assumed. Faculty who mentored you, advisors who encouraged you, coaches who drove you, staff who supported you. All of them will endure. As many of you know, and those of you who do not know can guess from the way how I pronounce some words, and by my accent you know that I was not born in the United States. Well, that was really funny now. Okay, that makes me really great, at least, you know. In my former country, which does not exist today as it did when I was younger, one of our greatest authors wrote often of bridges. Let me quote briefly. From everything that man erects and builds in his urge for living, nothing is in my eyes better and more valuable than bridges. They are more important than houses, more sacred than shrines. Belonging to everybody and being equal to everyone, useful, always built with a sense, on the spot where most human needs are crossing. They are more durable than other buildings, and they do not serve anything secret or bad. These are the words of Ivo Andrić, Nobel Prize winner and author of The Bridge Over the River Drina. A bridge is often used as well as a metaphor at graduation. That is, the notion that graduation is a milestone in your life's journey, a crossing of a bridge to a new future. Graduates, I'm going to make your life a little bit harder, actually much harder, and you know that I still can do that. I am going to ask more of you than to cross this bridge to the future. I ask you to build bridges. While Ivo Andrić's words center on bridges as a physical structures, they are just as fitting for the kinds of bridges that need to be built in today's global society. You are standing, in Andrić's word, on the spot where human needs are crossing. Graduates, let's build bridges. Bridges across cultures, bridges to new discoveries and inventions which will improve people's lives and change societies. Bridges to those less fortunate to ensure their inclusion in society. Bridges to children, the next generation of bridge builders. Bridge building is not easy, and it is not fast. But I know, you know, that you have already begun to build the spans across divides. And I know you will continue to strengthen and reinforce those first tentative reaches until a strong, indestructible connections exist. You are prepared with your Webster degree and with your Webster experience, and with the assistance of 176,000 of graduates who came before you to build bridges across this globe. There is a poem called The Bridge Builder. I will not read it, but let me tell you a short story. An old man is on a long journey. He comes to a river in a canyon and crosses it. Rather than continuing his journey, he stops and builds bridge across the river. Another pilgrim asks him why. Why, since he has already crossed the river, did he stop to build a bridge? The old man responds that behind him another traveler is coming, a young man who will need to cross the river in the twilight. Good friend, the old man explains to the pilgrim, I built the bridge for him. Graduates, do the same. Enjoy today, celebrate your accomplishments, and continue to build bridges for those who come behind you. Congratulations. Conferring of honorary degrees is a Webster tradition in which we recognize the impact of people who made great contributions for the betterment of our communities, both locally and globally. This year, our centennial year, we are recognizing 5 such people, global citizens, who will be awarded honorary doctorates in pedagogy, letters, humanities, laws, and humane letters. It is my pleasure now to introduce Amelia Bond, Vice Chair and incoming Chair of the Board of Trustees, who will present 4 of the 5 honorary degree candidates. Please join me in welcoming Amelia Bond, who will present the following candidates, and I ask each of the candidates to stand and remain standing as your name is called. Sister Barbara N. Barbato, for the Honorary Doctor of Pedagogy. Dwight Bittikoffer, for the Honorary Doctor of Letters. Helen Hagen, for the Honorary Doctor of Humanities. Sanford J. Sandy Zimmerman, for the Doctor of Laws. Amelia.
It is my honor to introduce these 4 outstanding honorary degree candidates and to read highlights from their citations. First, Sister Barbara Ann Barbato, candidate for honorary degree of Doctor of Pedagogy. lifelong educator, historian, and activist, pioneering professor and sister of Loretto, integral part of Webster's story. As a beloved Webster professor, you inspired students and colleagues alike with your innovative teaching and your care for your pupils, earning recognition as the William T. Kemper Award for Excellence in Teaching winner and Professor Emerita. As an educator, you broke new ground in non-traditional learning experiences, sharing your insight and leadership with the Center for Individualized Studies and for the Council for Adult and Experimental Learning. For your dedication to transformative education, for the example you set as a professor, sister, and leader, and for your irreplaceable service and commitment to Webster, we salute you. Dwight Bidekoffer, candidate for the honorary degree of Doctor of Letters, award-winning journalist and publisher, entrepreneur, civil advocate, Webster University alumnus, poet, and more. As a journalist and a publisher, you have spread vital news and facilitated essential conversations among your readership, earning awards from your peers for great columns and respect from the industry of independent, free newspapers. As a Webster alumnus, you have exemplified the values of lifelong learning, global citizenship, and individual excellence for all of the students who follow in your footsteps. For your civic-minded service to our region and the Webster Groves community that Webster University calls home. For your outstanding writing and thought-provoking columns, and for your shining example to our alumni community, we salute you. Helen Hagen, candidate for the honorary degree of Doctor of Humanities, producer, teacher, social servant, and community advocate, beloved Webster University alumna, donor, and a friend. As a film and television producer, you created memorable works while founding St. Louis's public television station to offer enriching programming to our community, a legacy that continues more than 60 years later. As a teacher, you inspired Webster University students in theater and communications with your insight, experience, and wit. As a Webster alumna, you have exemplified the values of global citizenship and community engagement for all of the students who follow in your footsteps, and have generously created a scholarship to endure the dreams and opportunities of Webster students become reality. For your service to the community, your dedication to multiple fields, your hospitality to friends and those in need, and your pivotal part of Webster's history, we salute you. Sanford J. Sandy Zimmerman, candidate for the honorary degree of laws. Philanthropist, businessman, entrepreneur, community leader, chairman of the board, and more. As the chair of Webster's first lay board, you were instrumental in lending the college's historic transition and leading us from a Catholic school to a non-sectarian institution whose mission broadened to serve more students in more areas of our world. As a philanthropist, your continued loyalty and commitment to Webster and your partnership with presidents past and present have helped preserve the mission and the service of the institution in a time of great need, enabling it to survive and thrive to become the global university that it is today. For your service to the entire St. Louis region, for your bold leadership in difficult times, and for your instrumental place in Webster's history, we salute you. President Strobel, I am pleased to present to you these 4 candidates for honorary degrees.
Well, thank you. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of Missouri, and upon recommendation of the Webster University Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon Sister Barbara Ann Barbado the Doctor of Pedagogy honoris causa degree. Upon Dwight Bidicoffer the Doctor of Letters honoris causa degree. Upon Helen Hagan, the Doctor of Humanities honoris causa degree. And upon Sanford J. Sandy Zimmerman, the Doctor of Laws degree honoris causa. Receiving all the rights and privileges appertaining to these degrees, Sister Barbara, Dwight, Helen, Sandy, on behalf of Webster University, I am proud to introduce these 4 as the Centennial Year honorary degree recipients and to include their names in the roles of the distinguished recipients who came before them. Congratulations all.
It is now my pleasure to introduce Steve Swires, Chair of the Board of Trustees, who will present our final honorary degree candidate. Please join me in welcoming Steve Swires, who will present Jenifer Lewis for the Doctor of Humane Letters. Jenifer, would you please stand? Steve.
Thank you, Julian. It's my honor to introduce Jenifer Lewis as the candidate for the honorary degree of the Doctor of Humane Letters from Webster University. I'm also pleased to read highlights from her citation. Lifelong actress, performer, humanitarian, activist, beloved Webster University alumna, St. Louisan, daughter, sibling, and more. As a Webster student, she unveiled her talent in the classroom and on stage, launching a career of outstanding performances and memorable characters in over 200 television appearances, 60 films, 4 Broadway shows, and we're still counting. As a proud St. Louis native, you have been an advocate for your home community, brought pride to your birthplace of Kinloch, and spread awareness and spread awareness of issues requiring national attention. As an international humanitarian, you have pressed timelessly for the rights of the underserved and the forgotten. As an AIDS activist, to your mentorship of children through the human rights campaign Ally for Equality. As a Webster alumna, you are an exemplary model for all students who follow you. You generously created a scholarship to ensure others realize the same opportunity. And returning during Webster's centennial year to share a message of love, community, engagement, and inspiration. For your service to the local and global community, for your outstanding professional achievements, and your contribution to Webster's history, we salute you. President Stovall, I'm pleased to present Jenifer Lewis for the Doctor of Humane Letters degree.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the State of Missouri and upon recommendation of the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon Jenifer Lewis the Doctor of Humane Letters honoris causa degree. Receiving all the rights and privileges appertaining to this degree, Jenifer Lewis, on behalf of Webster University, we have been proud to call you an alumna, and today we are thrilled to present you with the doctorate. Congratulations, Dr. Lewis. Well, it's my pleasure to actually do the introduction to the 2015 commencement speaker and the honorary degree recipient we've just celebrated. Dr. Jenifer Lewis is an acclaimed actress, of stage and screen, a pillar of our community, a proud, exemplary alumna of Webster University. I'll say it again, born and raised in the St. Louis suburb of Kinloch. Dr. Lewis is the youngest of 7 children. After graduating from Webster University's Conservatory of Theater Arts, she launched. Woo! There's something in here for everybody, so this is good. She launched a successful entertainment career spanning more than 35 years and counting, and resulting, as we've already heard, in more than 200 television appearances, 60 films, and 4 Broadway shows to date. Well, currently, do you watch Blackish? Yeah. If you do, and if you don't, start Wednesday night, ABC. She is cast opposite Lawrence Fishburne in this hit comedy, and she just told us last night the best news for those of us who are Dr. Lewis and Blackish fans. She will now be a regular on Blackish. Her latest movie, The Wedding Ringer, starring Kevin Hart, adds to film credits that include both Think Like a Man movies, The Preacher's Wife with Whitney Houston and Denzel Washington, Hereafter with Matt Damon. Disney fans will recognize her distinctive voice in the animated hits Cars and Cars 2 and The Princess and the Frog. Her television work includes 6 seasons on Strong Medicine, Tyler Perry's Meet the Browns, and Fresh Prince of Bel-Air with Will Smith. Dr. Lewis has starred opposite Meryl Streep in the New York Shakespeare Festival's presentation of Mother Courage and Her Children, and she has earned 2 NAACP Theater Awards for her one-woman show, The Diva Is Dismissed. Well, last year, this multifaceted entertainer received an electrifying standing ovation at Carnegie Hall while singing with the New York Pops Orchestra. Through this impressive career that has earned her fame worldwide, Dr. Lewis never forgot her roots, nor did she forget the values that are held dear by her own alma mater, Webster University. Because in addition to these professional accomplishments, she's engaged in numerous local and international community efforts to raise awareness of the most pressing issues of our time, These include, but they're hardly limited to, her work as an AIDS activist, her role as a mentor to children, the Human Rights Campaign Ally for Equality, her activism, raising awareness about the most recent crisis in Ferguson that truly affects our entire region, our country, and our world. We are so pleased that a scholarship will now bear her name for future students at Webster University. In recognition of her accomplishments, Dr. Lewis will receive the Career Achievement Award from the American Black Film Festival in June, and not to be missed, in 2016, we can read her memoir published by HarperCollins. I'm looking forward, aren't you? Well, as we celebrate this wonderful centennial year, we are thrilled to welcome home to Webster an alumna who exemplifies a life of leadership and service for all of us here and Webster students to come. And so please join me in welcoming to speak to us today, Dr. Jenifer Lewis.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. President Strobel, trustees, fellow honorees, esteemed professors, staff members, families, swelling parents, and of course, the graduating class of 2015! Congratulations to each of you graduates. You did it. And to the graduates who majored in theater arts, don't think that I'm not aware that you are now my competition. You all look beautiful. I wish I could tell you how beautiful you look. Well, except that one person I saw. All right, I'm gonna be good. It fills my heart to be able to celebrate with you today and your families. There is nothing more important than family. And I know they share your achievements today. Now, when Dr. Strobel asked me to speak, I felt so very humbled, honored, and privileged. It is truly life-affirming to be given an honorary degree and to be able to address you today. But to be honest, honey, I was scared to death. Look, really, I have sung and performed all over the world, kicked down doors to save people's lives during the Northridge earthquake, even jumped out of a plane. But a commencement speech, I was like, oh my God, OMG. OMG! I went straight to YouTube and watched commencement speeches from the likes of Bill Gates, Maya Angelou, Hillary Clinton, Meryl Streep, Tom Hanks, Michelle Obama, and Oprah. I didn't like anything they said. No, I found them so inspiring in so many different ways. But they had one thing in common. They spoke from their own experience and from their heart. And that is what I will try my very best to do today. days ago, I left the shores of the great Pacific and found myself walking along the banks of the mighty Mississippi, taking in all the history and, of course, admiring every majestic view of the Gateway Arch. Whenever I take that walk, I know I'm home. I'm always so very happy to come home. And this time, I'm so very happy to come home for the class of 2015. 'Cause I'm happy, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Come on, clap along if you know that that's what you gotta do. Come on. All right, that's enough, please, please, please. Oh my God. This section up there, I mean, was so out of tune. Now, I was born and raised right here in St. Louis in a small town called Kinloch. Go ahead, yeah. Right out by the airport, where I'm sure a lot of you landed, coming to see your scholars graduate today. Kinloch, population 3,000, was at one time the largest all-black, self-governing municipality in the United States. Today, it barely exists. Its residents relocated to make way for the expansion of the airport. Kinloch was a very poverty-stricken area. And yes, there were times when I was hungry as a child. Now, Kinloch sits directly on the border of Ferguson, where throughout the 1960s, I was warned never to go alone. We were not welcome in Ferguson. But see, Ferguson had a movie theater, and Kinloch did not. So there I was, alone, almost every Saturday afternoon, a 12-year-old kid sitting in the dark, eating my popcorn, imagining myself starring up there on the screen. Little did I know, at that time I was setting a standard for my entire life. Racism? Oh, honey, I wasn't thinking about racism. I had a dream. And that dream took me to Hollywood, Broadway, and concerts all over the globe. Class of 2015, there's a point to this. When you have a great passion to do something, to make an impact, as I'm sure all of you do, there is nothing that can keep you from achieving it. The fact that you are breathing means you are unstoppable. Now, I know that's dramatic, but I'm an actress. So here goes. There are 3 things I want to share with you today. 1, the elevator to success is broken. Take the stairs. 2, it's when you're hardest hit that you mustn't quit. 3, love yourself, so that love will not be a stranger when it comes. Now, I graduated from Webster College in 1979. It was a college then. It's a university now. Y'all all fancy. University. Well, honey, when I got my degree, I was ready. I had been trained well by the theater department. Hold on a minute, just wait a minute, look, I want to just take the opportunity to apologize to Dean Peter Sargent. Y'all, I was so loud and hideous as a teenager. Please forgive me. Now, the day after graduation, honey, I gathered up my dance shoes, my rehearsal skirt, and my collected works of Shakespeare and flew straight to New York. I slept on a friend's living room sofa, surviving on salami, potato chips, and kosher pickles. But then in less than a month, and I kid you not, I landed my first Broadway show. Oh yeah! Oh yeah, honey. I was on the elevator to success. And then after Broadway, I took off to Hollywood, lights, camera, action. I got a little cheap apartment deep in the valley. Had my car stolen. But honey, it didn't matter because I was off and running. Well, guess what happened? Guess what happened? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. No callbacks, no calls at all except from the police who found my car in the parking lot at Taco Bell. Guys, I went on audition after audition after audition, but I didn't get the job, and I didn't understand. The elevator to success was stuck between floors. Yes, I was talented, but unfocused. Ambitious, but not paying attention to the world around me. And dare I say, fabulous, but secretly insecure. I became depressed, and ultimately I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder. The elevator was broken. The unpredictable force that is life itself demanded that I take the stairs one step at a time. Now, when I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder, I was like, wait a minute, hey, wait a minute, oh, hey. What, are you kidding me? Yeah. I'm manic, I'm depressed, but ain't everybody? I mean, really. Well, after too many years of denial, one dark, dark day, somehow I found the strength and the courage to say out loud, I need help. 3 of the hardest words I ever had to say, but they saved my life. Class of 2015, there are 7.2 billion people on this beautiful planet. And I guarantee you, with 7.2 billion people, there will always be at least one out there to help see you through. You will have your own personal as well as professional challenges. You will. I want each and every one of you to promise yourselves that when you need help, you will be brave and you will ask for it. Now, I learned on that staircase to success that happiness isn't something you achieve when you hit the top floor. happiness can be found on every step. Now, I always say to my friend, girl, I gotta be happy on my way to happy. She slapped me. We're no longer friends. But sometimes climbing steps can be hard, y'all. Knees hurt, back hurt, out of breath. Sometimes you slip and fall. And when these hits come, I want you to take the opportunity to reflect, gather up some wisdom before you make that next choice. Then you gotta grab hold of that railing, pull yourself up, and keep it moving. Yes, honey, I said that to myself over and over again in my life. Jenny, just keep it moving, baby. Take a deep breath and keep it moving, which brings me to my second point. Class of 2015, remember this one if you remember nothing else I say today. It is when you are hardest hit that you mustn't quit. Now, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I gave up many times. I did. Show business is hard. I gave up, but I didn't quit. Some of my hits stopped me dead in my tracks, losing so many close friends to AIDS, coming to terms with my mental illness, of course 9/11, Hurricane Katrina, and yes, Ferguson. Those tanks were 10 minutes from my mama's house. My brothers and sisters could smell the tear gas from their homes. Sometimes it hits you so hard, you don't know what to do at first. A good friend of mine said to me one day, if you don't know what to do, do nothing. I slapped her. We're no longer friends. But then I got up and did my utmost to help, however and wherever I could. But your generation, come on now, you are much better equipped to do your utmost. You have the technology to connect instantly, to protect human rights, to nurture our planet, to save the endangered species. One tweet, one post can raise consciousness and unite millions on the path to what is right and just. As to my third point, love yourself. Love yourself so that love will not be a stranger when it comes. So be ready, because it will come. You will see it in sunsets. You'll see it in the waning of the moon, in the eyes of children, in the perfection of a rose. Love will come from the east, west, south, and true north. Finding your passion, your dream as it were, is an important step in finding love for yourself. Now, I realized my passion at First Missionary Baptist Church in Kinloch when, at 5 years old, I stepped out from the choir and sang my first solo. I sing because I'm happy. I sing because I'm free. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know that he watches me. Well, I wasn't that good when I was 5. But I thought I was. When I saw the reaction of the congregation, people I knew yelling and shouting, I saw my mama cry for the first time. It was an amazing moment. I stood there with my eyes crossed thinking, wow, this is life. And it is that same sensational feeling, my dream, that has kept me on those stairs, navigating the hits and asking for help along the way. And in conclusion, I always love when a speaker says that. It's like where you just sit down. Class of 2015, I want you to promise me and your beautiful families. Give them a hand. Come on. I want you to promise us that you will take care of yourselves physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Find your passion. Pace yourselves. And please, I know I don't have to say please, but I'm saying it anyway. Please help others when you can. Help even when you think you can't help. Because make no mistake, when it's all said and done, it is your humanity that will matter above all things. So love. Y'all listening to me? Love hard. Now, you have been nourished, fortified, challenged, and encouraged in your time at Webster University. I want you to leave here today proud of your achievements. Travel, see the world, open your eyes, have great adventures, have great success. I'm sorry, wait, I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean to. Success. "36 years ago, when I sat where you are, I never would have imagined being here with you today. But like it says in The Lion King, such is the circle of life. God bless you. Enjoy your journey." Thank you. Thank you so much. Now go get him, Tiger. Go get him.
Now, was that a speech or was that a speech? right, class of 2015, this is the moment you've waited for. So Provost Schuster will present you as candidates for degrees.
Thank you, President Strobel. I would like to sing, but I'm afraid, you know, that Jenifer will slap me and then we are not going to be friends anymore. As I call the degrees for each school and college, candidates should rise and remain standing. Do it fast because rain is coming. The College of Arts and Sciences. Global Masters of Arts, Masters of Arts, Masters of Science, Master of Science in Nursing, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Bachelor of Arts, undergraduate certificates, graduate certificates. The George Herbert Walker School of Business and Technology. Doctor of Management, Master of Business Administration, Master of Science, Master of Arts, Master of Health Administration, Master of Public Administration, Bachelors of Science, Bachelor of Arts, undergraduate certificates, graduate certificates. The School of Communications. Master of Arts, Bachelor of Arts, and undergraduate certificates. The School of Education. Educational Specialist, Master of Educational Technology, Master of Arts in Teaching, Master of Arts, Bachelor of Arts, and graduate certificates. The Lee Jardine College of Fine Arts. Master of Music, Master of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Music Education, and Bachelor of Arts. President Strobel, on behalf of the faculty, I present to you Webster University's degree candidates for the academic year 2014-2015.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Webster University, and with the recommendation of the wonderful Webster University faculty, I hereby confer upon each member of the class of 2015 the bachelor's, master's, doctorate degree, or certificate with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. That means your names will be permanently entered on the rolls as alumni of Webster University. You may now move your tassels from right to left to signify your new status. The class of 2015. Woo! Also, graduates, you are now members of an exclusive group of 176,000 Webster University alumni, and I'm going to ask Dr. Chris McGee, Webster class of 2001 and president of the Alumni Association, to give you the proper welcome. Dr. McGee.
All right, so you guys can be seated, although you really look great standing up. It's fantastic. Thank you, Dr. Strobel. Congratulations to the class of 2015. Guys, nice job! On behalf of Webster Alumni Worldwide, I welcome each of you. Well, not individually, because that would take a while, and it's raining. But you are the newest members of the Webster University Alumni Association. Yeah, right? Holla! Nice. The Alumni Association was founded by a small group of Webster graduates in 1923 to maintain a connection between themselves and our alma mater. Today, as you heard, 176, #alumni strong. We are an elite group when you consider that less than 1/3 of the American population has a college degree. And the percentage is even smaller if you imagine a global scale. But with this accomplishment comes great responsibility. We come together to support alumni all over the world, to support higher education, and most importantly, to support Webster University. The strength of our degree only depends on us and what we do with it. We are now the face of Webster out in our community. We will inevitably be asked 1,000 times, now what is a Gorlock again? What is that? So we need to show them what all those attributes mean and what it means to represent Webster University in our global community. We are, as alumni, are the sum of all the student experiences, the faculty knowledge, and alumni success. Success, I meant success, right, yeah. We are the next generation of the Gorlock. So, I'm gonna wrap this up, and I need a little participation. This side, if you can see me, when I point, I need you to yell, go. Are you ready? Go. Nice job. You guys can do much better, all right? They were okay. This side, you're gonna yell Gorlock. Are you ready? Go. It was okay. You guys are good, nice. All right, so as we transition to our professional lives, continue to grow, continue to learn, change your organizations domestically and abroad, change the world, please. And as you're doing all of that, just remember this, once a, always a. You are now members of the Alumni Association. The door is officially open.
Well, thank you everyone who has been part of this special centennial ceremony today. It has been a one-of-a-kind moment for Webster University and for our graduates. And you know, typically we have one honorary degree recipient. Because this was so special, we did 5 and they were all spectacular, were they not? As we wrap up this main ceremony, it's appropriate that we give thanks to people who helped us come this way. And so graduates, will you please recognize your family and friends who are here? And then will you turn with me to show appreciation for the faculty, staff, administrator, trustees. Everything here today, all the regalia, the speeches, the music, the flags, the new mace, it's all about you, and we're proud of you, and we're proud to know what will happen next. But as we said in the words of the new alma mater, Webster is your home, it's our home. Please make it your home for a lifetime because we care about you and we want to see you here many times. And who knows, one of you or more of you may be addressing a future Webster University commencement class. And I hope it happens soon. So have a great rest of the day. We're going to get some rain plan directions soon. And once more, I want to say congratulations and thank you for attending the 96th commencement ceremony. 96 years of commencement classes, capping off 100 years of Webster University. Congratulations, class of 2015.